how to make jet engines more efficient. This question is incredibly important, and so in this project we will take a look at how the jet engine group went about trying to answer this question. We took a trip down to the Whittle building to find out about the new engine components that they have been designing. So your question is how to make a jet engine more efficient. Can you define efficient?
Efficiency is the comparison between the power in compared to the power out of our system. And we use the equation power in over power out. For example, if we had a cup of water and we were pouring water into the cup, we would primarily try to reduce all the water spilling out of the cup, let's say through the sides. We try to reduce spillage as much as possible because we want as much water inside the cup as much as possible. And I think that's a good example of what's happening here.
So how are you going to go about conducting this experiment?
So we have a wind tunnel. The wind tunnel blows air, and we will put a turbine inside the flow of that air. And through that, using our instruments, we test how well the blades work.
What results are you expecting, and how are you going to present them?
We are going to use a computer for the logging of the different angles. After receiving that angle, we use the computer to create a table with the data values. Afterwards, we get a graph and we connect the points of the graph, the different measuring intervals, with the line. And we receive a graph of the efficiency. From there, we know the power in and we can calculate the power out. Hence, we can find the efficiency of the turbine. And ideally, we repeat this experiment to test a different angle. However, because of time constraints, we can't repeat the experiment multiple times with different angles.
How do you think you can use this result in the future?
With these results, we know the ideal geometry of a turbine. With this, we can increase the efficiency of different turbines, which can be used in, for example, planes. Inside planes, we can increase the mileage or how far the plane goes, because for the same amount of energy, or the kerosene, we receive more flight because it pushes back and we go forward. Through there, we can use it for, let's say, larger flights, or we don't have to put as much fuel inside the plane. With less fuel, the weight will be less, which will mean that we can be in the air longer, which will also increase efficiency again.
Thank you to Arta and Tutorial for answering our questions. Clearly a very interesting study, and we all wish them the best of luck.